Is it hard to keep your concealer from creasing? Well, in today's video, I am going to be showing you how to prevent your concealer from creasing. So I know I look a little crazy right now. That's because I have under eye patches on. That's the whole part of my skin prep that I like to do sometimes. So this routine or these steps are steps that I like to do when I'm doing kind of like a glam look or a special occasion makeup or stuff like that. So I sometimes don't use some of these techniques for every day, but this is one thing that I typically do all the time are these under eye patches, because I really do think that it helps for my under eyes not to crease, just to keep them really nice and the under eyes really nice and hydrated. So like I said, having a good skin prep routine is probably is the key to having not only your makeup last all day, but also having your foundation and your concealer not to crease. So today I went in with the Paula's Choice BHA Liquid Exfoliant, one of my favorites. I absolutely love it. I do have the other one as well. The other one I use more for a nighttime skincare routine. I use that one, and for the skin prep, I kind of keep it to 4 products, sometimes a little bit more, depending on how my skin is feeling. So another exfoliating product that I love to use that I kind of go between the two, this one and then another one, is the Prequel Multi-Acid Milk Peel. This is the AHA exfoliating solution. It's so good. I absolutely love it. This one I use more than this one now, but I do still love both of them. And then next I'm going to go in with an essence. Today I used the Ordinary Multi-Active Delivery Essence. I'm almost out of it. I need to get another one, but it is so good. I love this essence. And I really like to focus, I do apply it throughout the entire face, but I like to really focus it on the under eyes. Because in the morning, for a morning skincare routine, I don't use an eye cream. I really kind of focus my under eyes using a essence and my moisturizer that I'm going to be talking about in a second. Next, for a moisturizer, I have been loving again the ITK Prebiotic Gel Moisturizer. And again, I like to focus this moisturizer not only throughout the entire face, but also focus it on the under eyes to help the concealer not to crease. And then for a sunscreen, I went in with the Paula's Choice Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid, one of my favorite sunscreens. I love it. And then I just went in, for the last step of the skin prep, I just went in with my Revie Beauty Lip Renewal Treatment Oil. Okay. And then for the under eye patches, I love to use the Skin Iceland Hydro Cooling Firming Eye Gels, one of my favorites. I love these. And now we are ready to do the concealer. So sometimes I would apply foundation first and then concealer, or other times I would do my concealer first if I'm doing underpainting. Today I'm actually going to not do underpainting. I'm going to apply my foundation first while I'm using a skin tint, and then I'm going to do the concealer. So I'll be right back with my foundation already on. I did want to quickly mention too that I kind of like to let the skin prep kind of really soak into the skin and let the under eye patches do their thing. So I would do my eyes first and then go to the complexion. I was doing other stuff, so I'm going to remove the eye patches now and then do the foundation. So I'll be right back. Okay, now that my foundation is done, I'm going to go in with my concealer. I'm going to take my Caliray Hideaway concealer in the shade Sunlight, but before I do that, I'm going to go in I'm just going to make sure there's no creasing from the foundation underneath my eyes. So I'm going to use the Nikkei Rose NBK Beauty, the N20 brush, just to kind of make sure that there is no creasing. Now I'm going to apply some of the concealer on the back of my hand. Then I'm going to use the Nikkei Rose NBK Beauty, the N16 brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to go right underneath the lower lash line. I'm going to go slightly underneath that and press the concealer in. So when I'm doing the underpainting technique, I would apply this concealer underneath, and then on top of the foundation, I would go in with a lighter concealer to brighten up the under eye, but I'm not going to for this video. I like to leave a little bit of a gap between the concealer and the lower lash line so that I can apply my eyeshadow on the lower lash line as well. And then with a smaller brush, I'm going to take the Nikkei Rose NBK Beauty, the N22 brush. I'm going to pick up some of the concealer and I'm going to apply it right in the inner corner of the eye to cancel out the darkness as well. I'm going to go back in with the N20 brush just to diffuse the concealer a little bit so there's no creasing. For an everyday look like this, I typically don't do the mini bake that I typically do. I'm just going to set the under eye. So I'm going to take the Makeup by Mario Soft Blur, Surreal Skin Soft Blur Setting Powder to set the under eyes. I'm going to take a very, very small amount of this and set the under eye area. Okay, so that was how to prevent your concealer from creasing. I also have a YouTube video on how to choose your foundation shade, so you can go check that out here, up in the cards, and in the description. And also comment down below what YouTube videos you would like to see next. Bye!